Alright, so what's going on, guys? It's Matters here, and we have a bunch of new information regarding Black Ops 3 Zombies. One actually relates back to yesterday's video talking about the red vase that was found in the Horizon portion of Revelations, having this quote with sort of dual meanings, dual quotes within this one quote. Very interesting there, but this actually relates back to something we've already seen before within Horizon, the actual Horizon map for DLC 1, and also Shadows of Evil. So really get interesting. We're going to talk about that as well. And also, I want to go back to the Super Easter egg, but talk about more of the storyline aspect, because we really go through hardcore evidence, we go through leaked information, and I really want to step back and talk about like why this is occurring, the whole loop thing, and also this Reddit post has a good sort of explanation, good sort of like basic understanding how Mob of the Dead was basically at the beginning of hinting at this occurring, basically teasing that this loop would be a thing, and how the Mob of the Dead characters, obviously you had a choice, or not really a choice, I guess you did have a choice to make it, make the cycle continue, or actually end the cycle within Mob of the Dead. Doesn't really make sense, but obviously now it makes sense because of the cycle that Dr. Monty is putting these Origins characters into. So that's going to be obviously very interesting to talk about as well. And yeah, so if we can go for 400 likes, that'd be greatly appreciated. Last night's video, we did hit 400 likes, so I'm going to make the like goal similar on that note. So 400 likes is our like goal, and let's get started. So we'll start off here with the red vase. It says up on screen, the red vase whispers have been heard before, which is like, okay, that's really weird. You have this Revelations Easter egg, this huge thing. These two quotes were brought together into this one quote, and someone went to Sony Vegas, the video editing software, whatever, and he took the quote from one side to the other side and played them separately. Very interesting. We talked about all of that yesterday. If you want to check that out and check out the meanings of the quotes, obviously yesterday's video is on my channel, so you can check that out. But this is basically what it says. So there's a red vase in the DE, Horizon area, in Revelations, and if you interact with it, you hear strange whispers and a lot of really creepy stuff. But we actually heard these whispers before within the original Horizon map and Shadows of Evil. If you want to hear this, blah blah blah, links in the description. Also, just random stuff there. He found it, talks about all this insane stuff. But again, is this something that they've been hinting at for a while? And was it there for a reason? Like the quotes itself didn't really make a lot of sense. I specifically remember recording the video and trying to understand, like, okay, what do I talk about with this video? Because usually I cover the news and I sort of add my like 2 cents to it, and I sort of add like if it's possible, what my thoughts are on it, and if, you know, like what it has to do with the storyline. But those quotes, they really like, they just didn't make a lot of sense. They didn't really give any clear, concise evidence. So I don't know. Is it going to mean anything for Revelations? Is it going to mean anything for the Super Easter egg? Not so sure as of now. But again, it's been heard before with Shadows of Evil and Horizon. I just thought that was very interesting. Whether or not that means anything, maybe that was just hinting at Revelations itself. Who knows? I have no clue. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think the main thing here, really, you see up on screen, Mob of the Dead is just a prelude for the fact that Primus is stuck in a loop. This is the very interesting topic here. Obviously, this directly relates to the Super Easter egg, the ending of Revelations, and just this whole Revelations storyline where we actually figure out that, you know, Dr. Monty putting these characters in this constant loop, not just the characters, I guess, like the whole storyline, putting this storyline in a constant loop. Obviously, if you guys have been around for the cycle of Black Ops 3, like the whole year, you would have known that there have been countless quotes on the Giant, on Horizon, on Shadows of Evil, talking about, well, maybe not Shadows of Evil, but, you know, especially the Giant, talking about multiple Richtophens, multiple Nikolais. I've done this before. I've seen this before. Like, these characters, they say these quotes, and we've never really known what they meant, but now we understand. Richthofen has been sort of reincarnated so many times, and he probably even still has those memories, and he still has, like, all the memories of being looped back into the storyline over and over again, and obviously now we know it's from Dr. Monty. Let me read the Reddit post, and we'll talk about that in a second. So, Mob of the Dead really makes no sense, except for the fact it was placing the concepts of cycles in the player's mind. The Mob of the Dead has the Mob of the Dead map has an ending where the cycle continues, and one ending where it is broken, and it, you know, just it ends, and that's it. So in the Revelations Easter egg, obviously, all we did was just put the cycle back in motion. We listened to Dr. Monty, and we just, you know, just do what we've been doing for basically generations now in the Zombies universe, starting all over, being teleported back, and not really turning into, but just reincarnating or just starting over as the Primus characters, as the Revelations Easter egg ending cutscene alludes to. And that basically is going to be the start of the cycle all over again. Dr. Monty, that's what he wants. He wants his new world, which it's sort of deceiving because he doesn't really want a new world. He just wants his continued new world over and over and over again. Now, whatever Dr. Monty's goal is with that, and by creating these new worlds over and over again, I have no clue. But again, Mob of the Dead was the beginning of sort of that idea that we need to break the cycle. They were able to break the cycle, and Mob of the Dead is really interesting because obviously that storyline a bit sort of backed off from the actual storyline of Black Ops 3 Zombies. There have been countless theories with Dr. Monty now being sort of this red-eyed bear, like the sort of leader of zombies with these red-eyed zombies. People have been saying, especially with Coving Revelations, how Dr. Monty, had a huge part in those two maps, and obviously those two maps, the eyes were red of the zombies, so they're saying Mob of the Dead. Maybe Dr. Monty was first sort of put into his leadership there, and once the cycle was ended, he was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make this cycle continue over and over again. We're not gonna make this happen. He was controlling the zombies. He wanted them to sort of die so he can start his new world over again. Obviously, that's a bit far-fetched. That's just a theory. But again, Mob of the Dead, really the beginning of this red eye theory, which obviously relates back to Dr. Monty. The beginning of this sort of cycle and loop theory of the zombie storyline, obviously now really prevalent within Revelations and probably going into Black Ops 4, whatever 2018's Treyarch game is. A lot of it is just so freaking weird. And again, the Super Easter egg, what we're all presuming it to be, and I feel like the best possible case scenario for the Super Easter egg is going to be that we must break the cycle and not become Primus again, and not listen to Dr. Monty, maybe even kill Dr. Monty. And Mob of the Dead was sort of this first map that really brought this to light and really said, this is what happens, we need to end the cycle, and yeah, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you guys think about that. Are we going to kill Dr. Monty? Is Mob of the Dead teasing at this? Maybe there's more stuff within Mob of the Dead. You never know. A lot of interesting stuff there, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.